Hey YouTube family, how you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to yet another episode of you and me checking out gear in my basement. Let me show you what we have on the bench today. Alright, this just landed from Amazon. I just took it out of the plastic bag over there. This is a multi-effects processor called the VALETON GP-100. The positive reviews on this thing were absolutely ridiculous. Now, my experiences with multi-effects processors have been less than good. I hate these things. They just sound processed. Keyword, processor. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I'm a pedal guy. I like point and shoot, and that's it. But check this out. 24-bit, signal processing, advanced digital modeling technology, delivers organic tone, over 140 high-quality effects, 45 legendary guitar bass acoustic amp types, 40 IR cabinets, support storing 20 user IRs, and the list just goes on and on and on. It's ridiculous. Like, I plugged into one, I think it was a Line 6 HX effects or something, and you go through the preset sounds, and most of those sounds from factory sound like E.T., the extraterrestrial, on meth. Like, you would never use those sounds live. I don't know why a company would put those sounds in there. And I was talking to a friend of mine, he's like, yeah, well, they just want to show you what this thing is capable of. I don't care if it's capable of. I want to use it for music, not to call like alien species to our planet. That's why I hate these things, because most often than not, they do not sound like anything off of any album that I've ever listened to and I've ever liked. Whereas these things, you dial them in, you get the drive you want, you boost your mids, do whatever, and you get a workable tone. So I'm kind of biased to these, effects pedals. This whole thing with all these effects right to my door here in Canada was $200. That's taxes in and everything. This one Clarksdale pedal made by Wampler here in Canada is $269, just to give you an idea. All right? And yes, I have two of them. That's how good these are. So I've just been swapping them out on my pedal boards because I've been trying different things, but there's no way I'm selling these because, man, I love these Wampler Clarksdales. Let's have a look, see what is in this box. There it is, the GP-100 by VALETON. Now, for you guys, you can't really tell how big it is, but check this out. And I don't have big hands. This thing is pretty tiny, but it is a metal construction and it's got some weight to it. It's pretty good, like construction-wise, I gotta say. The screen is minute, as you can see there. And there's not a whole lot of info on it. It is what it is, I guess. So I want to see what these tones are like directly in the unit. So I was going to plug in just my Quilter amp, but this amp, obviously having its own, EQ, is probably going to affect the natural EQing of this unit. So what I decided to do is just plug it into a headrush speaker. I just have a line out, and it's plugged directly in the back of the cab. So this cab will do XLR and 1/4 inch. That's it. It's just an FR cabinet, and it should give us, kind of a true-ish sound of what is in there. All right, here we are. So I'm just using the hybrid Strat. It's got a tele pickup in the bridge, Strat pickup in the neck. Nothing fancy. It has one volume, no tone, so I want it as pure sound as I can get. Now this is a tele, obviously, in a Strat disguise. Not a humbucker, so I'm not going to have those great big rockin' tones or whatever, but it'll give you an idea. So first thing, if you look at these two buttons, now you guys are not going to be able to see this, it's too small, and I'm not set up with all these cameras where I can, you know, put this on the screen and do all that stuff. This channel is way too simple for all that stuff. But below the brand name, it says tuner, and then it says hold for looper, and there's like two lines kind of going around pointing to these two buttons. So if I do this, and there you go, there's the tuner. Now, I'm just gonna check if, now I'm tuned to E flat, so, or you know, or D sharp, whatever you want to call it. So, all right, so that's good. Seems all right. Oh, that's a little sharp, so we're gonna stretch the string and tune up. I don't know how accurate this is, but we'll find out in a sec. That one's good, and low E's a little sharp, so we'll just... All right. Oh, pretty good. All right. So, then I guess we just press this again. Yeah, okay. So the first setting is P01. It's called It's GP-100. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, F02 is, it's called Blink Overdrive. And it kind of reminds me of like Blink, you know, Blink 182, the band. You know, that kind of stuff. Now, you guys are probably thinking, yeah, well, Blink-182 is way heavier than that. So I think that's where like these perimeters come in, right? So if I click this master button here, it's the only one that clicks. So if I click this, then you see like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but then you see like pedals and stuff, right? So then if I turn the button, I can go to like the distortion and I see that it's off. So then these three buttons, whatever's on the bottom here, and they line up with these buttons. So whatever's on the bottom will be controlled by the button below it. So if I do this and I turn the drive on, I think you can see it there changing color, right? In the screen. So then it sounds, with the drive on, it sounds like this, as opposed to this. So then if you played that tune again, you'd have this. So pretty cool. Let's see here. And then P03, that's like Star Clean, it's called. So this is very clean. Right? Very clean. It's actually kind of nice. So it'd be good for stuff like this. very, very clean. It's pretty nice. Kind of almost like a country clean. Yeah, sorry, Brent Mason. And then if we move on, let's see what we have here. Here they have like heavy metal, like the P05. So it sounds like this. Let's see what else we got here. Let's just scroll through a few here, and then we have, you know, there's a bunch of stuff like some really high gain stuff, and then, but then you got some softer stuff. So here, like at P19, it says Foxy Blues. So if you flick to the neck pickup, it's kind of nice and smooth. Nice. And this is like untweaked, right? I didn't tweak anything with this. You can toggle through these, or you can just turn this dial. And if you want to go quick, you know, I would suggest kind of just turning the dial. If we go to, let's say, I don't know, here at P64 they have one that's called J Rocker. Sounds like that. It's kind of punchy. But I think it'd be good for like something like this. it's pretty cool. This one's called USA Lead P48. Again, very quiet, right? Like you can't hear anything, but then when you punch it, that's a big lead tone. You know what? This is not bad. This is not a terrible unit for the price. I think if I had time and I could tweak it, it would be pretty good. And then there's a bunch of bass patches from number 69 all the way up to like 86. It's all bass patches. And I have a bass on the wall. I don't know if it works. I haven't played it in years, but I could try it. If some of you want to hear what it sounds like, I could try them. And then there's a ton of acoustic patches, like smooth acoustic, slap acoustic, basic acoustic. You can click drums and then you can get like some kind of drum patch. So here's the original sound, and then the drums sound like this. But the problem is it's always the same drum beat for every patch. So if I go to 16, see, like it's the same. So I don't know if I can change that in the perimeters, like I have no idea. But what would you play with that? The drum sound is actually pretty good, but that's not the beat that I would want for this, like for that patch, right? So I don't know. I'm not really sure how it works. So I'll just do one more thing before I let you guys go, and I'll just show you what the looper does. So if you press these two again and hold for the looper, so then this button does the record and play, and this button does the stop and delete, because you can see that here. And then you can set the record volume, you can set the mode, whatever the heck that is. I don't know what that is. And then play volume. So I'd have to go download that owner's manual and go through that and see, you know, what all that stuff means. But so hit the drums and then do something like... it is what it is. It's super cheap, meaning inexpensive. Seems well built. All the stuff seems to work. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm more impressed than not, for sure. I find it's up there with all those other ones at a fraction of the price. So it might be a keeper just to have in here and to do some little recording and stuff. Let me know what you think. I'll probably dial in again with another video and try and keep it short. But it's hard when you're dealing with all this stuff and you're trying to give viewers as much info as you can. But anyway, you guys take care. God bless. Thanks for watching. And keep rocking that 6 string.